Hey boys, how's it going? It's Aki again. And for this video, I actually want to show you guys something a little different. In my army, I've been showing you guys the Warden Walk with Root Riders. But I actually want to highlight our past war here. The guys have been killing it with the Root Riders, but a different variant. They've been using the Overgrowth spell with Valkyries. And the success rate has been insane. Because I've honestly never used that variant. I do think it's a really good one, but me personally, I'm a Warden Walk, Queen Walk kind of guy. And so Root Riders with those mixed in, I like that a little more. But I gotta shout out these guys. It's been insane. My buddy Gillette here attacked the number one base, pretty much maxed except what, maybe the walls. Other than that, killer attack. So let's get into it. He starts off the attack with a log launcher down at 6 o'clock. Before that, he puts down a Yeti to kind of set his funnel early. And then on his left flank of that, he puts the queen down at the bomb tower. While he gets this kind of going, he's going to aim up at 3 o'clock to put down his king. Boom. He puts his king down. And then right behind that, he trailers that with the royal champion. But he waits for the king to do a little bit of work. But I want to show one thing as I pause. Okay, bang. So his king clears out that kind of little right-hand flank at 3 o'clock. Royal champion behind that. But as you see, look at this funnel. Boom. Queen cleared kind of all of that except that what? That elixir collector. But look. The main part of his army is going directly into the eagle, right into the town hall. And that's exactly what you want. This side, yes, you could argue, oh, it's not completely cleared. But look, he's going to have a couple Root Riders tank for his king and royal champion. They're going to clear this kind of area right here. These kind of key defenses. He's going to use his overgrowth spell on here. And then he forces his troops to go right up the middle. So, as we keep watching, it's been, like, it's insane. He uses his Warden's ability, which was great, because, I hate to keep pausing, but it was perfect, because he got every troop in there. He got all the Root Riders, the Valks, and then the king doesn't matter, because he's taking that Expo right now, and he's got his king with the Frosty, so it's fine. It's going to slow down the defenses that he's going to go after, and then the one thing I really like is those Root Riders are tanking that Ricochet Cannon. So it's going to get taken out easy by, say, the Royal Champion or his king. So which it doesn't matter. And then, Poison Tower goes down, but he's got his Warden down. Uses his Overgrowth spell. We've been seeing a lot of super minions, which I'm kind of surprised about. But I guess I kind of like it, because I hate dealing with always the Ice Golems. It just slows my attacks down, and I kind of get annoyed. One thing I want to point out. This was a key thing. He froze the invisibility tower so it wouldn't mess with him getting the town hall down. I don't know if the town hall goes down before the invisibility. Yes, it does. See, that's why that freeze spell was so important. I actually want to point this out, because we got to be careful of this in our CWL. We see a lot of double invis bases. I even struggled with the one in this war. The key thing about those is you really have to make sure your spells are timed perfectly, and that honestly was perfection. Like, he timed that. I couldn't say any better, because he got it down, he got the town hall down, and then the invisibility goes down. And honestly, the invisibility towers, if you get that key defense out of the way and then they go down, it's kind of like a little bit of a break for your troops. They get the damage off of them, so I don't actually mind them. Okay, resuming through the rest of the attack, gets the heal spell down, and then he's going to have another heal spell come down here by the Archer Queen, rage spell. Rage spell. And then the rest of the attack is honestly kind of washed. Like, I kind of got to give him props. It's been an insane run we've been on, but there's also not just everyone spamming one type of attack. Yes, they're Root Riders, and you're going to have to use them. If they're one of the strongest troops in the game, you're going to have to get used to using them. And I can't blame people for doing that, because I do the same thing. But it's these different types of variants I've seen the clan use, as it's been kind of fun, because we've used Valkyrie, we've used Queen charges, we've used Warden walks, I've seen people still stick to air attacks, so it's been cool. I want to go into another one of those, and this one's by Zeke. Also a pretty solid base, except maybe just the walls are left. But he starts us off with a Barbarian Kicker at around 10-ish o'clock with the Siege Barracks behind, Warden down on the other side at 2-ish o'clock. The reason for this is obviously he's setting his funnel, but I paused actually at the perfect time. What he does is a little different. He uses his overgrowth spell early, and then because he's going to flank down at 12 o'clock and get the rest of his army straight down there. Because as you see, if he keeps using his overgrowth here, Warden's going to clear this kind of flank out, you'd hope. And then he's going to have his Royal Champion come in at the Ricochet Cannon. There's only a straight beeline that your troops can do, and they're going straight for the Town Hall. And he's got a second overgrowth spell that he's going to use at the same area. Okay, let's check this out. And another thing while we watch, look at the time. There's a minute 50 left. He's got no issues for time because this attack's so quick. Valkyrie's down, Root Rider's down, and he's luring his Warden over. Hopefully it doesn't attach to the... Okay, yeah, it's fine. And then he's got Hogs and Haste on his Royal Champion, which I love because they get the Ricochet Cannon out. It provides extra tanking. And then now look, there goes the Overgrowth spell. Again, boom. Now look at that. All these troops that were eventually going to go down here and not go to the Town Hall now ignore all these defenses and go straight towards the Town Hall. It's honestly perfectly executed. Like, the boys have been on fire, and the attacks were kind of like aiming perfectly into CWL. And see, here we go, super minions again. And look. Invisibility Tower goes off, but I'm not mad at it because it's kind of like a break for your troops. The damage is off of them at that point. And honestly, I like it because it can reinvert. Sometimes it can actually help you. Say if there's a single target Inferno. Oh, boom, your troops go in there and say they lock off your king. Boom, we're happy with that. So, I'm going to get 2 times speed on the rest of this attack. Because I can't describe, he still got an Overgrowth spell again, and he just used it. Like, he didn't honestly need that. He could have swagged that, but he didn't. Obviously, he doesn't need to, but he could have. We have been using Root Riders, honestly, to perfection, and I think you guys have to as well. Like, it's the best army, or the best troop in the game right now, and we got to take advantage of it before, say, they nerf it, or anything else that they want to do. Like, it's the best army, and it's the best strategy we can use right now, and I love it. Boom. 3-star again. And I want to highlight another one. This one done by Anthony. Again, the main reason I want to show this one is the double Invis Tower. And look, the attack takes 2 minutes. Like, that's crazy. So, he starts it off, and I'm not even going to be a little crazy about this. I'm not a big fan of the funnel, but I kind of got to back up because he still kills it. So, he starts it at 9 o'clock here. Watch this. At this Dark Elixir. Boom, 2 Root Riders, Valk down, Siege down, King down. And that's his funnel. I was kind of shocked by that, because I also attacked his base. I kind of struggled with my Town Hall 15, because I made it all the way to the Town Hall, but I didn't get the Town Hall because the Invisibility Towers killed me. So, he's setting up that funnel, and then he starts here down at 6 o'clock. I like that free spell to get off that P.E.K.K.A. Because look, that P.E.K.K.A. is about to actually do work on that scatter shot. And then here, this is what kind of scared me. I saw him put down his Root Riders with no funnel on this side, but then I thought to myself, oh, well, it doesn't really matter because the Root Riders are going to target defenses anyway. But he's got Valkyrie, so he's going to set some funnel with the rest of his Valks that just kind of go in. But watch, you're going to notice something. Yes, you'd think those Valks are all going to go on the outside, correct? But, boom. One goes on the outside, the rest go inside, funnel's made. So, this is another thing I kind of want to point out, is like sometimes it's to my detriment. I'll be like, oh, I got to really set the perfect funnel. But even these last 2 attacks, like in my definition, I wouldn't think they're perfect funnels, but they're great attacks. So I can't really hate the funnel because look, it worked out to a perfection. This one Valkyrie is going to take that storage out, or even if it doesn't matter anymore because the Root Riders and Valks are now targeted towards other key defenses and troops that are closer to them. So they're going to go that direction. So that storage doesn't really matter. And Root Riders aren't going to target it. So I'll play it now. Good poison spell. Gets the super minions in there. King's ability goes off. And then he's also got his Royal Champion in. And she's cooking in there. Overgrowth spell down again. And he's still got 1 left and 4 free spells. Like, this is crazy. I don't know if he uses his Overgrowth again on the Town Hall. We're going to have to wait for that. Good free spell there up top. Yes, uses the Overgrowth again. Invisibility Tower goes off. We don't really care because as you saw, the Invisibility Tower's there. Invisibility goes off, but that cannon can't even shoot them, so it doesn't matter. He still got his Warden's ability, and that's one thing I got to shout out the guys. I don't know, these recent wars, we've just been really like, I don't want to say dialed in, but just like seriously, like honestly, we've been locked in. Like it's been crazy. Like, look, having not used the Warden's ability kind of saves him because not saves him, but he gets the rest of this done easy. Me personally, sometimes like you get rushed, you want to use the Warden's ability because you're just like, oh, I can use it real quick. I need it. I need it. But look, he waited off. Invisibility towers go off. There's no damage right now because the heroes are all hiding in there. And boom, now he uses it. And the rest of this is all done. Crazy. The guys have been on fire. Another variant I want to show, because those are all Root Riders and Valkyrie attacks, is this one done by Nifty. I was actually kind of thoroughly impressed by it. He's using Root Riders, Valkyries, but he's also using healers. I kind of like that. And this is another version of a double invis base. So let's check it out. Me personally, I haven't used the Root Riders with Valkyries and healers. I do Root Riders with the Queen Walks and Queen Charges, but his is even different because he starts off down here with his log launcher, and I don't know what it is. Look at that. Just I'm not gonna say spams him down, but he's not really too concerned about his funnel, and then he's kind of just like bulldozing his way through the base, and that was honestly really impressive to me because we see super minions come down again, but you deal with them easy. You can put a poison spell down, and if you really want to, you can put a freeze spell down like he did there. Because now that queen's locked in and those super minions, and they're not really doing any damage. He puts down the overgrowth spell, and then I love this. He's got Valkyries going on to the outside. He's got his Royal Champion taking care of this area. Overgrowth spell here. So his troops are forced to go up the center way, up towards that invisibility tower, which even if it pops doesn't matter because he's got a second overgrowth spell. And remember that thing when I was complaining about the funnel? Look, his troops are all going into the way where he wants, and his king's on the outside, and it can clear that outside area once he gets his ability because it's still there. So this is what I mean. Sometimes we overdo like the funneling aspect of attacks, and honestly I blame myself for that because I do think it's a really key thing you gotta keep in mind, because if you don't funnel, like I'll show you, like right now the meta's with Root Riders, so it doesn't really matter. But when we were say using attacks such as hybrid meaning like hogs and miners, funnels would be a key thing. If you want to use Sui Lalo, like any kind of Lalo attack, Queen Charge Lalo, any of those, you really got to be careful about your funnel. And this is kind of a video to show like you can be a little more relaxed with it and still see success because of the meta. But once we go later on, watch, like say if a nerf comes out and we're going back to old strategies, we're going to have to be really careful with funneling. But this is, I want to show like some of our guys have been doing funnels in unique ways that really work, that usually conventionally I wouldn't think would work. But it's been insanely good. Okay, now I'll stop pausing. Then I'll 2 times the rest of this. Because it's been insane to watch these boys' attacks. And I've honestly been thoroughly impressed. I think we're going to kill it to CWL. Because some of our attackers since last CWL have grown. And I've seen that. And I can't wait to cover these wars, because I'll be covering regular wars and CWL, because I know some of these guys are going to be showing out. And look, the rest of the base, like, he's still got his King's ability, Queen's ability. Like, I was thoroughly impressed this war with all these attackers, and I couldn't be more impressed of our clan, because I think we're truly going to kill it this upcoming CWL, because we're going to go for Champs 3 again. Boom, done. So I appreciate you boys watching. Please subscribe. Honestly, let's get this out to more people. And I'm going to be posting every day. Around this time, I've kind of set that as my goal.